Yeah, categorization critical. You never want to say you're talking about the whole text, even if it's as small as Nietzsche's Truth in Line and Extra Moral Sense. If you're going to talk about the whole text, it's going to take you 500 pages to write about it in an adequate, critical way. Okay, and if you try to write about the whole text, it's always going to lead you to coverage. If you're just going to try to, and when you get to coverage, then you're just saying what's in the text. And who cares about that? I mean, that's not the course that we're doing here, right? That has nothing to do with critical thinking, okay? So you want to be able to say, hey, I'm going to use this text, I'm going to use the ideas in this text, and I'm going to break it down. Now, if you have to say, right, you want to say that. You want to say, I'm only going to use a certain part of the text. I'm only going to look at certain things. That's perfectly fine to say that. That's what you want to do. Okay, it shows command, it shows control, right? And it also shows clarity of mind. Like I said before, if you try to do the whole text, right, most people are going to read it, read your introduction or read your proposal, and they'll be like, "This is unsustainable. You say you're going to do this in this amount of pages in the next 2 weeks, or whatever, and it's like it just makes no sense, right? So you want to make sure that you specify what you can do. So narrowing down the text or the ideas that you're looking down to 3 sort of representative ideas which are representative of the text, that they're models for the text, so they stand in for the whole text, right? So you're making an argument on a smaller field which can be applied, right, at a later date to to a larger part of the text or the larger field of the text, right? So you can't do it all. So the key thing with critical thinking and analysis is to cut down what you're doing, right? So categorize, right? And then, at the end of your proposal, so the categorization also shows your analysis, okay? And so your analysis, in that categorization, you're going to say, hey, the first thing I'm going to look at is this idea of this in Nietzsche, which we find in this part of the text. My video game will, specifically look at it, this part of the text in this way. So you want to indicate in your proposal the basis of your analysis or the outline of your analysis. You don't have a lot of time, so you really can't give the whole analysis, but you want to say, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. Okay, so categorization, very, very key there. And let me stop there and I'll finish up.